Welcome everyone to another edition of Geeks of the Roundtable. My name is Ren, and of course I'm not alone today. Please welcome my co-host, Zach Pope. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm great, man. We got a big damn day to talk about. I mean, really, holy shit, Ren. Holy shit.
A really big day, and we got breaking news that you're going to give us in just a sec. Of course, don't forget, everyone, you can check us out on Spotify, iTunes. The links are in the description, and so are all my links and Zach's links. And I would like to start off the show by saying that at the end, I have a very big announcement myself. Ooh. Zach doesn't know what it is, although he's kind of directly involved, so I'm going to put him on the spot. So stay tuned.
I can hear us in your background.
And I would like to start off the show. Oh, shit. That was my phone. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem.
So stay with us until the very end. There's something new I'm bringing to the channel. Not like in the near future. It'll be this year, I'm guessing. It'll be this year. I'm going to present you guys the idea, and Zach as well. So I look forward to hear his thoughts. So up until then, let's talk some news. And Zach, before that, you got us a game last week.
Yes. Do you want to describe the game for anyone new watching?
Yeah. So basically the game is every week, Zach and I will interchange and give each other choices. We'll give someone else properties and writers, or properties and directors, or remakes and directors, maybe even actors. We want to put properties and talent and attach them in our personal dream scenario. Last week I gave one to Zach. Today Zach's given one to me. So shoot, my friend.
Okay, so since we have a lot of news today, some of these kind of tie into some of those topics, or just things that were kind of like came out. So I'm going to give you 3 big franchises, all right? And then 3 directors. So you got Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and Harry Potter. I don't care what you do with them. I don't care what time period, but those are the 3 franchises. And you have Del Toro, Seth Rogen, and Evan Goldberg, and Olivia Wilde. Those are your 3 that you have to choose between.
Not difficult, actually. I'm going to give Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg to Star Wars.
Okay.
Because of what they're doing with the boys. They can create a big world right off the bat. And even what they did with Preacher, they can create something very different but very fitting that you don't expect from them. I'm going to give easily Lord of the Rings to Guillermo del Toro, my tío.
He was supposed to do it.
He was. And I'm giving Harry Potter to Olivia Wilde because as much as I love Olivia Wilde as a director, for the one thing I've seen from her, it was in a school setting with teenagers going to end high school. So I think it fits in the Harry Potter world if we're dealing with teenagers and young adults and Hogwarts.
So I want to throw in there. Now, if I told you to reverse that, how would you do it? Like if you had to switch them around just to do a little bit unconventional.
I would probably go Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg for Harry Potter.
Okay.
I think Guillermo can do Star Wars just fine.
He can do anything.
It would not be a push for him. So I guess that leaves Olivia Wilde to Lord of the Rings. That I don't see it, but again, as much as I love the one thing I've seen from her, I've only seen one thing. So I am fearful, but I think those fears or hesitations rather are natural.
Hell yeah. So good choices, my friend.
All right. So Zach, what we got breaking? You sent this to me 5 minutes ago.
Mandalorian Season 2 trailer apparently coming tonight around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Kessel Run podcast did announce that. They've gotten a lot of things in the past right, so I'm hoping this is correct. It would make sense. Last year it was kind of around the same way, the month or two before. I will say, I think because this month there really isn't anything besides Mulan on Disney Plus. I'm gonna say right now, I think Mando's next month. I think Mandalorian Season 2 starts October, like first week of October, or it's WandaVision. But the reason I'm not gonna go with WandaVision yet is because we would have gotten a trailer for that before Mando. You know what I mean? Like we would be getting that trailer. So yeah, big stuff. Mandalorian. My question to you, Ren, is they show Ahsoka? Do they show Ahsoka? Do they have a tidbit of it? I'm gonna say yes. I think they capitalize on Ahsoka. I don't think a major part it'll be like, because I think literally the trailer will be like 30-40 seconds, just like the first one. Just like the very, very first one that ever was there. It was like 30-40 seconds. That's it. I think that's how much it's going to be. And this is the only trailer I'll watch for it too. I don't want to see anything else.
Sure.
So I think we'll obviously see some of the Darksaber. We'll see Baby Yoda. They're gonna fucking capitalize the shit. I mean, fuck, look at this new artwork I got. I mean, fuck, that's
fucking so cool.
So, they're gonna capitalize on Baby Yoda. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But Mando, they're gonna capitalize. Cara Dune, they're returning characters. But after Clone Wars, I think we're gonna see a lightsaber ignite, and you're just gonna see Ahsoka's face, and it's gonna cut. I think it's gonna be something around there.
For me, it's tough because not knowing if they'll send out a next trailer, it's tough for me to say. If they send out a second trailer before the show comes out, I don't think they show Ahsoka. But if this is the only trailer, I say either just the lightsaber igniting, and we understand that it's Ahsoka, but we don't actually see her. Like, we see the arm and we see the skin and whatnot. Or maybe even just a silhouette. Like, you can clearly see that's a Togruta girl. And that's it. But that's only if this is the only trailer. If we get a second trailer, I don't think we see Ahsoka at all. But we get, like, some piece of dialogue that he has to go find someone that will help him. And us, the fans, will.
So, do you think we get maybe, because there's rumors that Boba Fett, Captain Rex, Sabine, it's rumored we're getting a lot of these people.
Yeah.
So, do you think we get any of that in this first trailer? I think we do. I think especially since rumors are so high with it, it's like they're coming off and capitalizing off Clone Wars, and this big phenomenon that it was. And I think they're gonna do it. I think they're gonna fucking do it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, like, I'm planning on filming a trailer reaction, like, and I'm trying to get in the mentality of, like, I don't need to be first. I just want to have fun with it. And like, I'm like figuring out how should I do this? What should my thumbnail be? What should this be? And damn right, I think the title of that reaction is gonna be me and Baby Yoda reacting to the Mandalorian season 2 trailer. Besides The Boys season 2, this is my most anticipated show of the year. Especially after Clone Wars. Clone Wars is, I love the first season Mandalorian. I think it's a little bit, I wish the story was more structured. I totally get what they were going for, and I hope season 2 is that. Mm-hmm. But my God, Clone Wars, the last 4 episodes, I will still go as far as to say, if that was a movie, it would be top 3 Star Wars of all time. I don't know if you feel the same way, man, but I think it's right there.
Top 3, no, because, like, nothing beats the original trilogy for me. It doesn't even come close. But I love Clone Wars just as much as you do.
I feel like I'm the different one, though, when it comes to the original trilogy. Like, I love the original trilogy. I love Star Wars in fucking general. I love every single Star Wars movie. Like, I even love the fucking shitty ones. Doesn't mean I want to watch them, but, like...
there's a love for it.
Yeah, there's a love for it. Like, personally, for me, Star Wars is my favorite franchise of all time. It always will be. Like, nothing will ever surpass that. And I'm not even here to say, like, that it's the best franchise ever. Like, I would say this. I think the MCU's more coherent and more, what's the word, like, has a better track record than Star Wars does.
More stable quality wise.
Yeah, I mean, if we look at Star Wars, I think Rebels is excellent, but there are episodes in there that are okay. Clone Wars, pretty much the whole back half of the show, like the last few seasons, are all excellent. And then the last season was good, but the last 4 episodes were, like, literally made that last season amazing. And that's the truth. Mandalorian season 1, first episode was great. Second one was interesting. The third one was fucking amazing. Gets us a little slower in the middle. Fucking amazing towards the end. For Star Wars, Empire's my favorite one. Then you have Force Awakens for me. I love Force Awakens. I fucking adore that film. And, maybe that's just more of a bias thing because, like, that's the best theater experience I've ever had. Is Force Awakens. I don't know about you. I don't know about the theater you were in, Ren, but when I saw that shit, it was like, I've never heard that many people, like, that excited for a movie. Even Endgame and Infinity War. I mean, like, it was big, but, like, I would go as far as say I still love that reaction the most.
Mine for Force Awakens was spectacular. Like, super packed theater. And I went with so many friends. We had an entire row just for us. So you're constantly reacting to people on the entire other side of the row. Although I got the tickets, I stayed in the middle because fuck everyone else. But
So back then, real fast,
yeah.
was that like a theater that had you could buy your seats ahead of time, or did you have to wait to get good seats?
No, that specific theater that I went to see The Force Awakens in didn't have pre-assigned seating.
Mhm.
So I was there like an hour before. Boom,
Oh,
got my
shit.
seats. It was me and I think 3 other people at the time, and we got our jackets off and we put the jackets on the places, and then we took turns like going to the bathroom.
That's awesome.
And I had the tickets for the other people, so the time they got there, I went to the entrance and I got them their tickets.
That's awesome.
And they would come in.
It's funny for me personally. So me and my friend, first off, it was hard as fuck to buy tickets, man. Me and my friend were like trying to buy tickets, and it just kept loading and loading out. But we finally got like the first or second showing of it. Because I think the first showing was 3D and we didn't want to watch 3D, but we wanted like the big IMAX theater.
Yeah.
So we got tickets. Thankfully to my mom, because I kept texting her, I'm like, you need to fucking try this too. Like, I'm in class, it's not loading for him, because we were both at the same class at this time, and we're trying our fucking best to get them. We only got 2, so we're like, this Star Wars is our love. And so the day comes, and we actually had finals that day.
Oh wow.
But I got done with my finals a little bit earlier than him, so I left and I had to go to GameStop, and GameStop's like right outside of the movie theater, and I had to go pick up something. I don't remember what it was. It was probably something Star Wars, to be completely honest. Like, I probably pre-ordered something. Went and picked it up, and I look across and I see there's already a line. And I texted and I said, dude, you got to get dude, this is like fucking 12 hours beforehand. And I texted and I was like, dude, we got to go line up. So we went back to my house. He met me at my house. We got our lightsabers. We got our Star Wars stuff on. Let me see if I can pull it up on Instagram, because I still think I have the picture of us.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can pull it up. But so we had it all decked out, and we just started moving around, and we got chairs, food. We actually brought a fucking portable DVD player so we could watch the original trilogy as we were in line. We got there and just had a fucking blast, man. And it was awesome because like everyone online was there for the same reason. So like we were having lightsaber duels with people. One guy brought a GameCube and hooked it up to a bigger TV, dude. Like, and like the theater just did not give a shit. Here, I found it. Let me see my Jiraiya's in front of my share screen. Here it is.
Boom.
Hell yeah. Look at those outfits. But not in this picture. We had BB-8 knee-high socks, and I had a Darth Vader slippers, and he had Chewbacca. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
I still own that shirt today. That's my favorite Star Wars shirt I've ever owned. But yeah, dude, it was literally the best experience of our lives. Like, it was so fucking cool. Like, Last Jedi, you know, theaters by that point all have the seat stuff, so it wasn't even that big of a deal. And I'm gonna be honest, I missed it. I missed waiting in line all day with Star Wars fans and Rise of Skywalker again. It was cool. Like, me and my girlfriend went and saw it, had a blast with it. But that feeling of like waiting in line all day and of anticipation and like having to get the best seat and all that stuff. It's weird how like that's completely gone out the window now. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But hopefully it comes back one day. Maybe only next year.
Maybe.
But let's get to some news, everyone. Beyond this one, of course, we got some breaking news. Yesterday was a packed day for news. Some bigger, some small, but a packed day nonetheless. Let's start with something that came out earlier yesterday, at least earlier for you, because by the time it came out for you, it was like 6 a.m. or something.
Well, you know what else came out this morning was the Snyder Cut thing, the tease.
Yes, the small
I woke
teaser,
up and my eyes were like this. I'm like,
did it come out? What?
Yeah, I literally said, I'm like, what the fuck? Can I say something real fast about that teaser?
Yeah.
Isn't that from Justice League? Like,
it like we're gonna have a lot of footage that was already in the Justice League.
Yeah, but I see from what I understood, that was a Joss Whedon thing. Maybe he just reshot certain things in there, but I from what I've always heard is the biggest thing. The biggest thing Josh changed was the resurrection. That was the biggest thing that apparently he changed.
That shot alone, like that first shot that comes in with Superman looking down at the floor with the painting.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it says, but there's something written on the ground. That wasn't in the Justice League.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay.
No.
No, I'm excited. It looks great.
That set was, but not the scene.
I will say, though, how long is this fucking trailer going to be? Yeah, that was a long
4
teaser.
minutes.
You think 4 minutes?
No, I'm kidding. Like 3 minutes.
Like a Fast and Furious trailer?
Yeah, I could see it because it's a big movie.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
so we're probably getting that. But all right, yesterday there was a release of another teaser trailer for Kenneth Branagh's Death on the Nile, a sequel to the 2017 Murder on the Orient Express, a movie that I think I'm in the minority when I say I love that movie.
I hated it. I fucking hated
really?
it, man. Yeah.
You hated it?
I was so excited for that movie. And the disappointment in me during that film was so much. And it sucks because I wanted to love it. Like, I'm not joking. That was like one of my most anticipated films for the year. And I've only seen it the one time. Probably never going to watch it again. I thought it was completely boring and I hated it. I discussed that film.
I have a very funny story for that film as far as my experience when I went to the press screening, because that was the year I started getting press screenings and I ended up seeing that one. There's a funny for others who hear it was not funny to me, but I love this trailer. I love that it doesn't give anything away. I hate the music choice. Like, what the fuck was that? I have no idea who approved that song to be put in the trailer. Put an instrumental, put something that fits the era. I don't know who's greenlighting these song decisions, but even as a non-fan of Murder on the Orient Express, Zach, how did you feel about Death on the Nile?
Same way I felt like with the first trailer. Fucking loved Orient Express's trailer. Really like this trailer. So I hope it's good. I mean, I'm telling you right now, man, I really hope it's good. I love the cast.
Once again is stacked.
It's stacked. To me, honestly, I like Kenneth Branagh as a director. I just don't think it's either he plays the character or directs it. I don't think he's good at directing and acting at the same time. But you know what? He already had Artemis Fowl this year, so
he needs a win, man. He needs a win, and I hope he wins.
Like I literally, maybe I'm just not a fan of his directing, to be honest, because I'm trying to think. I'm gonna go to his IMDb real fast.
You don't like the first Thor either for some fucking reason.
I like the first Thor. I just don't love it. I just don't love it. It's not like I hate it. I just don't love the film.
Okay, I'm gonna go you like one of his films.
Let's see. Murder, I don't like. Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit, he did that.
Yeah, and he's the villain.
He's
the villain with Russian.
What's Cinderella?
Cinderella live action. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Movie. Love that movie. That's my favorite film he's directed.
Yeah,
I actually think that's better than the original.
I would recommend to you like his older films, like his Shakespearean works that he directs and acts in all of them. It's fantastic. Henry V, especially, is amazing. His Much Ado About Nothing from 1993. Hamlet is phenomenal, but it is also 4 hours and 2 minutes. So watch that in chunks.
Yeah, I love Kenneth Branagh. I just
you didn't realize that until now.
No, I just like his late stuff. I just have not, like, as an actor, yes. As a director, I mean, garbage. Honestly, I mean, Artemis Fowl.
I agree with that. But
Murder on the Orient Express. Oh, what's All Is True?
All Is True is a recent film that he did. It's also Shakespearean. And it's a stacked cast as well.
Yeah, what the hell? Judi Dench. Well, that's where Artemis Fowl came from.
Well, they've known each other for a long time.
No. I think he has blackmail on her.
Oh, okay, I see. By the way, Zach, I had also this problem with the teaser. I don't know if you did. I had a huge problem. He was saying something near the end of the film. He was narrating, and then he did not end up the teaser by saying, "I am the greatest detective in the world."
Yeah, I actually will agree with that because he is supposed to be the greatest detective. Now, I want a crossover between this character and Knives Out's Daniel Craig. I want them solving a mystery together. In a donut, inside of another donut.
You know what? I want Knives Out 2 to have Kenneth Branagh in it, and then I want the third murder movie, whatever, to have Daniel Craig in it.
Please do.
I don't want the exact crossover you're talking about, but but I want them in each other's movies.
I spoke in the car about a hole at the center of a donut. And yes, what you and Harlan did that fateful night seems at first glance to fill that hole perfectly. A donut hole in the donut's hole. We must look closer. And when we do, we see that donut hole has a hole in the center. It is not a donut hole at all, but a smaller donut within its own hole. And our donut is not whole at all. It's a weird case from the start. A case with a hole in the center. A donut.
Yeah.
Should have been fucking nominated, man.
I agree.
Should have been nominated for best. They could have pushed him for supporting. If he was under supporting, they were trying to push him for best actor. It should have been supporting. He's so fucking good. Dude, I still want the next Knives Out to just have the whole Last Jedi cast, though. That's like all I want.
That would be cool. That would be
the
cool.
entire Last Jedi cast. So
yeah. All right. Are you knighting or sending to the dungeon the Death on the Nile teaser trailer?
I'm gonna not knight it. I'm not gonna throw it to the dungeon. I'm gonna let it wait outside till it comes out, and then once I see it, I'll throw it in the dungeon or throw it in the donut.
All right, sounds good. I am completely knighting this with a few flaws that I have in the trailer. He should say, "I'm the greatest detective in the world" at the end of every trailer for every movie in this saga or franchise or whatever. But moving on from that, there were some news about a show we have been watching, Zach. I'm actually behind because I still don't have all the episodes, but you have finished it. We're not going to say anything because we can't.
Monday we can,
yes. But Jensen Ackles of Supernatural fame, he has been cast as Soldier Boy in The Boys Season 3. He posted a really fun video on his Instagram announcing it. And this was a very odd choice because I know the character of Soldier Boy from the Boys comics, and it's like Jensen Ackles. I love him as an actor. He's not who I ever expected to he could play Soldier Boy.
But you know what? I trust the creators though.
Oh, yes, 100%. I was about to say that. I trust him. I trust everyone involved with the Boys up until now. They haven't disappointed me with season 1. I can talk about season 2. So I can't wait to see this, and it leads me to believe
Morgan. They still want for season 3.
Yes, they do.
Depends on Walking Dead. Who would he play though? Who would he play? I mean, he would be perfect for the show. He would be literally the perfect actor for the show. So I'm just curious about who you think.
I'm guessing he could play Tech Knight.
Who's Tech Knight?
Tech Knight is basically the Batman of this universe.
I thought Black Noir was.
No, Tech Knight, but it's T-E-K Knight.
Oh shit, this character looks cool.
Yeah, he's insane.
Is he a part of Jason Ackles' character at all?
He is a part of that team. Yes, he's like the Batman to their Justice League. He finances the whole shebang.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But all right, what do you think about this? Are you welcoming Jensen Ackles into the Boys?
Yeah, you know what? Because I've been, I haven't watched every Supernatural episode, so I can't sit here and say that I've watched.
Yeah, me neither.
From what I've watched, I really like him, and I've wanted him to have a role like this. I think he's a really good actor from what I've seen. I think he's very charismatic, and I think this is, seems like the nice avenue. I know a lot of people wanted him for Red Hood at one point because of the cosplay he did.
I did.
I
wanted him to be Bruce Wayne in Batwoman.
That actually wouldn't be bad. I don't know why they didn't do that, because didn't you just say it was a random man?
Yeah, it was I don't know the actor, and that's not their fault, but that's the kind of role, the way they build Batman in that show, it's the kind of role that you want a very recognizable face in the role. So yeah. I don't know why they didn't just go, even if it wasn't Jensen Ackles, just a known actor.
Just someone Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna knight this heavily. Anything with the Boys, I'm gonna knight. Unless it's canceled. That's a throw in the dungeon. But
it isn't. It has at least a season 3. That will for sure be a thing.
They know the ending though. Seth Rogen said in an interview recently that he knows when they want to end it. It just depends. So I have a question for you. Reading the comics, you've read them. How many seasons do you think they could actually go for? Because I'll tell you this, no matter where they go, they're going to spin off the show. They're going to spin off the show eventually.
Yeah, that's true. And they can. His Soldier Boy himself first shows up in a spin-off comic run called Herogasm, which I don't think that will ever be approved as the name of the show. But
you don't know that, though. You really don't know that, man.
I don't think so. I will happily be wrong. I don't mind whatsoever being wrong in this. but I don't see it. I could see 6 to 8 seasons.
Really?
And especially with them being only 8 episodes long, maybe 10 seasons.
Because the way I've always thought about it is 5. But I mean, I haven't read the comics, so I don't know.
I'm talking. I have knowledge of the comics, so I could see them going for that long. But they can totally find a way to just end it in 5 and not be totally
for
cool
me,
with it.
Preacher. I mean, I feel like Preacher only got 4 because its ratings weren't the best, and AMC was kind of giving.
I still need to watch season 4.
You know what's funny? I watched the first 2, and I wasn't that into it.
Really?
Even though I fucking love 3. I think 3 is straight up the best season of that show. And honestly, I'd go as far as say one of the best seasons of like any comic book show. Like top 10, I think, for me. Not top 5, but top 10, like lower half. I loved season 3. That's the one on the swamp, right?
That's the one on the swamp. Yeah.
Fucking adored season 3.
That's funny that you say that, because I like season 1. I love season 2.
I love season 2 as well.
I thought season 3 was okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I loved season 3. Season 3 kicked it back into gear for me.
Please don't cut this out of the video and put it in isolation, because it will sound wrong out of context, but I fucking loved Hitler in season 3.
Maybe you should have just looked up the actor and said that.
It's Noah Taylor. He was also in Game of Thrones and other things. He was also in Edge of Tomorrow, but I love what they did with Hitler.
Yeah, no, but and I'm a big fan of the Preacher comics, and I feel like that's a show that could have gone for 5 or 6 seasons, to be completely honest. Yeah. I really do think that show could have gone longer. I honestly think the weakest season was 1, though. One was, I mean, not
for me it was 3, but I can see where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm. But I will say, what is it? What the fuck was I thinking? 4. The reason I have issues with 4 is I feel like they always go back on Jesse's character. Like they're just reverse, like, you know.
Yeah.
It just all like the only 2 characters that ever move on are Cassidy and
Ruth Nega's character. I'm forgetting her name.
She's one of my favorite. By the way, she's one of the most underrated actresses.
She is.
Fucking love her. Like loving. I wanted her to win Best Actress that year so badly. But yeah, she's excellent in the role.
Oh, what's her name? Come on, show me. Tulip O'Hara.
Yes. So yeah, you know. Yeah. I'm just excited. Keep giving me the boys. Keep giving me the content. It's literally at this point one of my favorite shows of all time. Like, straight up, like, it's so amazing. I fucking adore it.
Yeah, they're good cunts over there, the boys. All right. Yeah. So, are you knighting Jensen Ackles getting into the boys?
Yeah, sure. Let's knight it. From what you've told me about the character, I'm excited to see what Jason Ackles can do with it. Yeah.
I've seen the comments right now. First thing that I loved Hitler. I love the character of Hitler in Preacher. That's what I loved. All right, I'm nodding it as well. So let's move on to our third topic and forget that I said that I loved Hitler.
You might need to cut that out later.
I'm fine with it. My conscience is
no.
clear.
I'm just saying. You're gonna become some famous director one day, and someone's gonna literally take that fucking clip, zoom in on your face, and just fucking post it.
and I'll have the context right here to defend myself. So no worries.
Let's be honest, no one ever looks up the context.
Especially on my channel, it doesn't get much views, so I'm good. All right. There are reports. This is not confirmation. From what I could find, it does not come for a very credible source. Like, they're credible enough, but they're not like the best source. So take this with a pinch of salt. There are reports saying that the Obi-Wan series will start shooting next month. So if it does, at the very latest, we could be seeing Obi-Wan coming into Disney Plus by next August or September, something like that. Which is curious because there were also reports this week that Mandalorian Season 3 would not be delayed. So if it comes out in October, we could see Mandalorian Season 3 next October. Zach, what do you think about this?
Woo! I think it's true. I think every single studio looks to be going back to work in September. Batman, they've already confirmed. Jon Favreau said Mandalorian Season 3 will not be delayed due to the COVID-19, which is awesome. Happy to see that. So yeah, no, I mean, I'm happy. I think anything. Winter Soldier and Falcon's also next month too, right?
I mean,
Or
I
that's the-
I read that it will restart
Yeah.
shooting in September. There was no specific date, but they said September, I believe.
So yeah, I mean, and at this point, like in our society, everyone's just kind of going to get there. You know what I mean? Like everyone's just trying to push back into normal. You have to. You know,
Yeah.
you really do have to. And I've said it this way: like if I can go to the mall, if I can go to a store and shop, then you just. If those places can be open, then places just got to start trying to reopen in the best way possible.
Yeah.
But breaking news:
Ooh,
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness
delayed.
American Chavez audition tape teased an epic encounter with a giant demon in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Okay.
You know anything about a giant demon?
I kind of recognize the name America Chavez, but nothing's really popping in my head. I don't remember specifically what it is. As far as demon is concerned, it could be Blackheart, it could be Nightmare, it could be Mephisto himself. It could be meaning a branch of realities. It could be many things that, as far as I remember, don't sound surprising when you put into context that the film is called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So it kind of fits.
I'll say this: I'm looking
like
at what the demon character would look like. I want Bruce Campbell in the role. So fucking bad.
In the villain's role?
Yes.
Oh wow.
I want him so bad. I want him so damn bad. But I also will say this because I know he was supposed to play like a fat version of Mysterio in Spider-Man 4. I'm going to tell you right now, if they play through the multiverse and we go through a multiverse just super quick of him as fat Mysterio.
I don't know if they can use Mysterio though.
Yes, they can.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I'm just saying I don't know that they can.
You know what? If they can reference fucking Spider-Man and Vulture in the MCU and all that stuff, it's all good. It's all good in the hood with me.
All right.
Going back to reports on Obi-Wan, I'm knighting it. I think this is gonna happen. It's. I'd be surprised if it doesn't.
Yeah.
Forgive me at all.
Yeah, and it seems to be true because, again, Falcon and Winter Soldier, the Batman is confirmed to be going back to shooting next month. A lot of things are going back to full throttle next month. So this has some believability to it.
Filming, actually, I wonder if Uncharted started finally.
They
filming.
didn't they?
Well,
like
so they took that picture and then Sony was like, "We're not filming yet." You're fucking lying.
Oh, okay.
I fully believe they were filming.
They couldn't post it, but they are filming. I believe that too. All right, I am nodding it as well. The fastest Obi-Wan can get here, the better. All right, moving on to our penultimate topic.
Friend, you forgot something big.
I forgot something big.
Sacha Baron Cohen has been spotted filming as Borat.
Oh my God, I didn't... I want to talk about that. All right, let's talk about that.
I knew you wanted to. That's why I was like, I'm looking through our... because I know you... Dude, we forgot a couple big topics. So we have that... just keep talking, and then we'll jump into the other ones because there's a couple that we didn't. So
there have been reports that Sacha Baron Cohen has been spotted filming in the in the disguise of Borat, which just made me happy because Borat is one of my favorite comedies of all time. He actually asks, "My name is Borat." That's one of my favorite impressions to make, by the way. It's a hilarious movie. It's poignant. Like Sacha Baron Cohen is one of those guys that does pranks in a movie, in the context of a movie, playing a character done right. He encounters people and he has this very quick wit about himself that he can just keep a conversation going, and then he confronts people who contradict their beliefs and whatnot about themselves and just leaves them on the spot. And Borat still holds up to this very day. If this is true, I cannot wait to see him.
Looking up right now, Borat Blu-rays.
Borat.
I need to see it. Dude, it's like $35 though. That's crazy. I wonder if you can stream it.
Is it not like on Netflix, Amazon, something like that?
Probably not.
HBO.
No, you can only rent it. No streaming.
Oh well, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
I believe it.
I wouldn't say like $35 worth it, but as far as rent it, if it's cheaper than that, worth it.
Yeah, I'm excited though. I'm excited to just get Sacha Baron Cohen back in this role. All right, next thing, Dune trailer is done. It exists. It's ready. It's probably coming next week after DC Fandom. I think it's because I think like Tenet, you're gonna see it in theaters with Tenet. I think 100%. So
next week,
I think we get it Monday or Tuesday.
I hope so, man. I hope. Well, Timmy did say that it was coming out before September.
So I have a question. Do you think they're going to make an event about it? I think they will. I think they're going to announce the date. I think they're going to do something with it. I don't think it just drops. I don't think it just fucking drops.
I mean,
I really don't. I
wouldn't necessarily be willing to bet on it, but I can see it. I can see them making this big announcement and saying Dune trailer at this time in this place.
Next thing, Del Toro is officially making a stop motion Pinocchio film.
Yes, my tío.
Oh my god. I mean that could be one of my most anticipated films now. I didn't know he was directing it. That's what makes me more.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Do you have the cast?
I do.
Because it's an incredible cast.
So we have newcomer Gregory Mann as Pinocchio, Ian McGregor as Cricket, David Bradley as Geppetto, Tilda Swinton, Christoph Waltz, Finn Wolfhard, Kate Blanchett, John Turturro, Ron Perlman, Tim Blake Nelson, Bern Gorman. So I'll say this. So obviously this isn't based off the animated movie. It's based off the original property. I'm not versed in the original property. Are you?
Yeah, me neither. No.
Okay, because I was going to ask you, do they still have Pleasure Island? Do they still have all that stuff? Because I could see Finn Wolfhard. I could see Christoph Waltz. Well, I think Christoph Waltz is going to be the asshole.
Yeah, the man in Pleasure Island. Yeah, for sure.
But I could see Finn Wolfhard being
either him or Bern Gorman. I could see Bern Gorman being that. So,
but the picture that they have of Del Toro, just with the little, this is going to be a dark movie. This is going to be fucking dark.
It's Del Toro, after all.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be rated R.
I mean, it's for Netflix, so I can definitely see it.
That's that, yeah, and that's exactly why I said it's going to be rated R. You want me to just run over some other fast news topics? And I think this is something we should do every week, is where I just run over fast things.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm just going to throw them towards you, and you say Knighted or Possessor, release date, October 9th.
I mean, Knighted, I guess. Yeah. I'm completely different. I've seen it.
Warner Brothers designed Alexander Skarsgård to play Hawkman in the upcoming Black Adam.
I would like a better role for him, but I love him, so thumbs up, knighting it.
All right, and that's it.
All right.
Ran out of it. But that's what we'll do every week now. All right, guys. Now we get to the actual.
Now we get to the penultimate topic. This was supposed to be our biggest topic this week, but yesterday came out the news that DC Fandom was going to be divided in 2 weekends.
Which
very far apart weekends.
But when I messaged you, I said the Batman trailer is coming to Fandom. The reason I had that is because I don't know how the fuck I'm on this thing, but Warner Brothers sent me an email saying confirm for big DC Fandom news. I said confirm, like I don't know what the fuck this is, and I got the announcement that it was gonna be split into two.
Yeah.
And then they sent the trailer, so then I watched it, and I'm like, and I just watched it, I'm like, oh, that was cool, and then I was like, wait, was that Matt Reeves? Boop, boop, boop. Oh my god, that's when I literally texted or messaged you out. Dude, we're getting the Batman. We're getting a Batman. Yeah. Do you think it's an actual trailer? I think it's an actual trailer.
I think it's a teaser. I don't think it's a trailer yet.
I think it's a full fucking trailer.
I don't believe for a sec they've shot enough for a full trailer.
I do.
They were very early into production, into shooting.
I think they have.
I mean, I hope you're right, but
the reason I say that is because Guardians of the Galaxy had a trailer at Comic-Con, and they were only 1 week in, and it was the very first trailer we saw.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And Batman had 3 weeks.
I mean, again, I won't mind if I'm wrong. I just don't think they can do it. But as I was saying, it has been divided into 2 weekends. DC Fandom. It's going to be this weekend, August 22nd, and then on September 12th. Not this next weekend for some fucking idiotic reason. But I like it. I think it creates for a better schedule because, like, over here and over there where you are, we have different time zones. So you might be watching the Wonder Woman panel, let's say, at a very good time for you. But over here, it might be 2 a.m, and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that shit. And they had encores. I actually signed up on the site. I did my schedule. And even if we did that,
oh my god, the Batman logo just fucking dropped.
Did
Matt
you
Reeves
see it
just dropped
yesterday?
The Batman logo.
Oh
No, he dropped the legit fucking logo.
Oh, let me see it.
I'll share the screen. I'll share the screen.
And send it to me on Twitter.
Shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Oh, nice. Holy shit. Holy crap.
Shit.
Oh, that looks so good. That looks so good. Zach's having a heart attack.
Oh my god, I got tears in my eyes. Oh my god.
Look at the camera, Zach. Show us.
Oh my god, I'm literally crying. Oh my god. That's so fucking beautiful.
It is. It looks
Batman so much.
Fucking amazing. What do you guys think? Look at that. Matt Reeves dropping this in favor of Geeks at the Roundtable for us to have breaking news. It looks really. Are you noticing the suit? It looks like the suit that stunt double has on the scene on the pics that we got when he's riding the motorcycle.
On his arm are real.
Yeah,
dude, this is my new background. This is my new background for everything. Like, just take my money. Holy shit. Holy shit. I love the fucking suit.
Yes.
Like, the suit looks
it looks amazing.
Dope. Oh my god, look at that fucking logo, man. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
It looks so good.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm done. I can't finish this podcast. I'm being serious, dude. I have to go do some stuff in the bathroom.
That's what I just put it on Twitter, by the way.
Oh my god.
All right, so I'm guessing we're knighting this reveal, Zach.
Yes, big
knighting. Big knighting. All right. All right, but about DC Fandome, how do you feel about the dividing into 2 weekends, but also the dividing into very far apart weekends?
I'm fine with it. Yeah. I'm literally fine with it. I think it's smart. I think the reason they're doing that, though, is to let everyone, because I think so much news is going to come out.
Mm-hmm.
That it's more let it settle, let it go. Next week they're going to have Dune, most likely. The week after that they have Tenet, and then the week after that they have another DC event. Yeah,
I can see that. But in a way, just looking at the event itself, I feel it's somewhat counterproductive. But I don't mind. Again, like I was saying, since we have different time zones, if I were to watch the encore of certain panels, I would only be trying to catch up and I would miss other panels and I could only watch things in encore. And I don't like that. I want to watch things live as much as possible. So at the end of the day, it does work for me personally, but thinking on a company level, I think it's kind of counterproductive. Mm-hmm. On the other hand...
Ren, I can't do anything. What the fuck, dude? How does he just drop that and think, oh,
it's Matt Reeves. You know what he did this Valentine's Day? He dropped the suit reveal with Robert Pattinson, the test footage. He does this.
That was. Oh my god! It's my most anticipated film for the next 2 years. I can't. I just can't. I can't do anything for the rest of the day. I'm just.
You're just gonna be looking at it.
I'm crying. Yeah.
All right. In another piece related to this news, there's
Spider-Man 3.
Oh jeez.
Fuck Spider-Man.
Let me move on with it.
No, fuck Spider-Man 3, man. Fuck Spider-Man 3. Fuck Doctor Strange. Fuck everything. I literally just want to fuck Tenet. Fuck Dune. Fuck New Mutants. Fuck Murder on the Orient Express 2. Fuck Death on the Nile. Fuck Black Widow. Fuck Soul. Fuck everything. Fuck Uncharted. Give me this fucking film.
All right. In other news relating to DC Fandome, there was also the quote-unquote accidental leaking of what would be the surprise panel. Do you have the picture with you, Zach?
I don't know where it's at. But
That's fine. Don't worry.
It came out and it wasn't true.
Oh, it wasn't true. Then forget about it.
Panel actually got booted. It's not this week anymore.
Oh, okay. Then forget what I was about to say. Just do you knight the division or do you send it to the dungeon of the event?
I'm knighting it. I think this is gonna be really exciting. I think this is gonna be really exciting.
I'm
News.
not knighting the division, but I'm not sending it to the dungeon either. It's just something that I'm like, okay, so it doesn't deserve one thing or the other.
They should have just done it for 2 days. They should have just done the event for 2 days, in my opinion.
Yeah. But I am sending to the dungeon the dividing on so separate weekends. That doesn't work for me. That's just stupid in my eyes. All right, everyone, let's get to the thumbnail topic. Let's get to the main topic of today's show. Olivia Wilde has been tapped to direct a Spider-Man related property for Sony. This news came out later.
I don't even care about this anymore, though.
This news came out later last night for me, at least. And there were many pieces of discussion, and it has been somewhat confirmed that it is Spider-Woman, as in Jessica Drew. Even though Marvel or Sony haven't said anything, they just said Spider-Woman. You know who is also a Spider-Woman? Gwen Stacy, aka Spider-Gwen, and a much more interesting character that so many more people want to see. I don't give a shit about Jessica Drew. Give me Spider-Gwen. I'm excited about this. Zach, how are you feeling about Olivia Wilde coming in to direct the Spider-Man woman property?
I can only care about this because of Olivia Wilde. And that's straight up what I'll tell you, man. That's all I care about is because of Olivia Wilde.
But like, if it is Spider-Gwen and not Jessica Drew, do you get more excited?
I don't care. I really, I mean, I would personally prefer Gwen because that's the character I'm more knowing of. But Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew, I don't know anything about.
Yeah, she's a spy. She's a private detective. She's a member of the LGBT community.
Mm-hmm. But I just need to know what the direction they're going with. Is this going to tie into Tom Holland? Is it not? They gotta let me know.
It's gonna tie into Venom. I guarantee you, it's gonna tie into Venom.
Think so?
Yeah, I guarantee you. If they go with Jessica Drew, do you have any casting in mind?
I saw a lot of people saying Caitlin Denver or
too young.
What's the girl from Jojo Rabbit? Mackenzie.
Oh, Thomasin McKenzie.
Yeah, I think they're going younger. For this.
I don't think that works for Jessica Drew.
Can I say something?
She's an adult.
But can I say this?
Yeah.
Olivia Wilde.
Thank you. I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I mean that's what I really.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, the next movie she's got coming up, the one that has Ana de Armas, Florence Pugh, and big names attached, she's also acting in that one as well as directing. So it wouldn't be a stretch for her, I believe. So I'd be super excited. If it is Jessica Drew, I'm going Olivia Wilde as well. What if it is Gwen Stacy, though?
Haley Steinfeld. But she's going to be Kate Bishop, so I guess that can't happen.
Yeah. No, that doesn't work.
Oh, then Caitlin Denver. I think she could kill it. I think she could kill it. So I'm really excited about this just because of Olivia Wilde. Like, literally just because of her. I don't care any other reason about this project. She could be directing Trash Can, meets Trash Can, and I would go watch it. So,
yeah. But I'm with you. Super excited for this. So I'm guessing it's a unanimous knighting?
Yes. Very big night on this.
All right, everyone, that's all the news topics for today. Start sending in your questions. Before we move on to those, just a reminder to like this video and share with your friends. Also subscribe. It helps the show very much. It keeps the show going, as well as your live questions. And also don't remember to check us out on iTunes and Spotify, and follow us, me and Zach, on all our social medias. All those links are in the description. And remember,
Ren, I can't. How are we still doing the show?
We gotta get to the questions. We gotta get to the questions, and I have a big announcement at the end of the show.
No,
don't forget.
It has to be. Is it gonna beat the Batman?
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
No.
It is. It is gonna beat the Batman. I said it right here. My announcement is going to beat the Batman. All right, everyone, start sending in your questions. Let's move on to those. Deep into the Film Score asks, have you guys seen Weird Science? R.I.P. Bill Paxton, his best role.
That movie. I love that movie.
Never seen it. Isn't Robert Downey Jr. in it too?
Yeah, it was one of his first roles.
All right. I've never seen it. I know about it, but I've never seen it. But yes, R.I.P. Bill Paxton. Did you hear about COD Black Ops 5 Cold War expectations? This one's for you.
Very excited for this. Give me the moolah. Give me the money. I'm all for it.
All right. The next question is going to hurt you a little bit, Zach, so I apologize. Wolfpack Games asks, where you guys live? Are your theaters open up? Mine opens up tomorrow.
What do you want me to say? Well, so as of right now, one theater has been approved to reopen, but there's like no date or anything. So this is what I'm hoping, is that they do open by next week so I can go see New Mutants. Mm-hmm. If they don't, I'm hoping the drive-in plays New Mutants, because I'll just go for fucking New Mutants. I don't care about what else they're playing at the drive-in. So I'm really hoping, I mean, I'm like, everyone fingers crossed. I know my girlfriend's told me that she's got her toes, her fingers, everything crossed, and I'm like, same. So yeah, that's please.
Over here, they're open. I've already went to see Inception. It was my first time seeing Inception in a theater. IMAX, half the regular price of an IMAX. And I already got tickets for Tenet next week, which, by the way, if the show next week is on a Thursday, I will have seen Tenet by next week's show.
Yeah.
So I just want to leave that hanging in the air for Zach. Nemesis Scott asks, do you guys play Fall Guys game?
I do.
Zach, are you playing Fall Guys? It's so fun. I have it. I've been playing it. Yeah,
we gotta add each other and play.
Yeah, we don't have each other on PlayStation. Okay, I'll get your I'll get yours after.
I've been playing it. Have you won?
I have not won. I've gotten to the finals once.
So I won once, or maybe twice, I think. But I got so pissed. My Wi-Fi keeps cutting out. So yesterday night I was playing, and there was two of us left, and I fucking got disconnected from the server, and I was so fucking mad.
Wow. I mean, I've had a few internet issues, but I know it's not my problem. It's the server itself that sometimes crashes.
Maybe it's the game. Though.
All right. Deep into the Film Score asks, what's your favorite Matthew Vaughn film? That's Matthew Vaughn film. I have two in mind.
I have mine.
If I think Matthew Vaughn, forget about it. I was thinking someone else. Matthew Vaughn. Yeah, Kingsman. I'm going Kingsman. Oh no, X-Men First Class.
Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass, my favorite.
All right. How much, Zeke Gonzalez Ansaldi asks, how much of Artemis Fowl was Kenneth Branagh's fault? I don't think a lot. I think that movie was fundamentally broken. The script was not good at all. And as you could see, even Disney Plus, in Disney Plus, you have the movie and then you have suggested special features. You can see on the special features alone how much of that film was chopped. Kenneth Branagh could only direct the script he was given.
Definitely. So, even though the movie still sucked ass.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. Deep into the Film Score asks, who's the best director? For him, it's Fred Durst. Who's the best director for you, Zach?
Who the fuck's Fred Durst?
The Limp Bizkit guy. He directed The Fanatic last year. The Fanatic is awesome.
Best director, Scorsese.
All right, Christopher Nolan for me. SBC Bird, thank you for being here. Hey, gents, would you guys have any interest in doing 31 and 31 ranking Alien, Predator, Terminator, Planet of the Apes, and RoboCop? I'm working on it. For me, it depends on the date, but I'd be open to it. Yes. Zach?
I have not seen half of those.
Really?
I've seen most of the Aliens. I've seen all the Aliens. I've seen all the Predators. I've seen all the Terminators. But Planet of the Apes, I've seen the first and the new trilogy, nothing else. And RoboCop, I've never seen.
Oh my God. Well, I didn't even think of that. Now that you bring it up, I have seen all the Aliens, all the Predators, all the Terminators. I have seen the newest Planet of the Apes trilogy, the original and the Tim Burton remake, which sucked. I have not seen like the other 4 or 5 in between. RoboCop, I have only seen the first one, the original, and the reboot. I've caught glimpses of the second one, but I can't remember a thing about it. I can't say I've actually seen it. But again, depending on the date, and if I have time to watch them all, I'd be open to it. So thank you for the invite. DP to the Film Score asks, what's your flaws with Gotham? So many. I don't like that they put lots of violence.
The whole show's terrible.
The fundamentally butchering of most characters involved, especially Bruce Wayne. I quit. I still remember this, Zach. I quit Gotham on the first episode of the second season. At the end of that first episode,
why?
Bruce Wayne finds this like office hidden, and there's a letter from his dad that basically inspires him to become Batman. It has this very cheesy, it's this very cheesy speech that his father basically leaves for him, and is like, Bruce, you have to become something more. You have to become a symbol, basically screaming, "Be Batman, son of a bitch!" And I hated it. But
that's why I went and watch it. The show just looks like garbage.
All right, Geekly Goods is here. How you doing, my friend? I don't know how I didn't get the reminder this time. What do you all think about Lovecraft? I'm thinking Lovecraft Country. Zach, have you seen only the first episode, or did you get screeners for this one?
I have the first 5,
all right.
But I'm trying to ease myself because I want to do episode reviews.
Cool.
I don't want to do, like, I saw some people do episode 1 through 5, but it's hard for me to review those when I can't talk about spoilers.
I understand.
So like The Boys season 2, my review will go up Monday. I've seen the whole thing, but with that season, it's a little bit easier for me to talk about the whole season because I've seen it. I don't have to give spoilers, but I can give my overall thoughts on it. And I still will be doing episode reviews. And I know you and me talked about doing spoiler reviews on your channel, where like Lovecraft, it's a show that I do want to marinate on a little bit more because I do think that show is a little bit heavier in some of its racial stuff, the culture. So yeah, I'm really excited to watch the second episode, but I have heard that the second episode's not great. In fact, it's lost a lot of people, but that 3, 4, and 5 are fucking excellent.
All right.
The first episode that was one of the best pilots I've ever seen.
I agree. I really love the pilots. But I agree with you. I don't like reviewing seasons if I have not seen them all, which is why my review for The Boys is not season 2, is not coming on Monday. I've only seen the first 3 episodes.
I'll say this. I still think you should review the first 3 on Monday.
Really?
Just no spoilers. No spoilers, just review the first 3. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. I legally can't talk. Not legally, but there's an embargo on spoilers. So I won't talk spoilers, but I don't know. It feels odd just talking about those first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
But maybe I will. All right. Deep into the Film Score asks grades for Arrow seasons that you've seen. I've seen them all. I'm not going to stay here and grade them all. That would be too much time, and I need to answer other questions. But I'll say seasons 1 through 3 are fucking magnificent. I love those to death.
3's underrated. 3's underrated. I will give it. I never got the hate for that season.
Season 4 is really bad. Like, really bad. I'm still a defender of that season in some aspects, but it's really bad. Season 5 is good. Season 6 is excellent. Season 7 is good. And Season 8 is okay.
I stopped after 4 because 4 was garbage.
Yeah.
But 2 and 4 were fucking amazing.
Yeah. 2 and 4?
Oh, 1 and 4. Or 2 and 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah. More questions. Is GKBP asks, isn't Disney doing a live action remake of Pinocchio? They are, with Tom Hanks as Geppetto. And I'm really excited for that one.
Yeah, that's gonna be okay.
We had a jump. I am so sorry, everyone. Let's just look for questions. We got a suggestion here. What about Daisy Ridley for Jessica Drew? I wouldn't mind that.
To be honest, I've seen that going around. I don't think they'll do that, though.
I don't think they would do. I'm just saying I don't mind. I think she's younger than what I imagine the character to be, but she doesn't look like still a teenager. Like Caitlin Dever, I think she looks younger than she is, so I don't think she is going to fit the role. Because Jessica Drew is classically an adult character. Mm-hmm. She's a spy. She's a private detective. She's all these things that an adult in her late 20s, lower 30s is. Early 30s, not lower 30s. So Desiree Lee, I could totally see her doing that. Jacob Hubbard asks, would you think the Batman is now R-rated? There's a possibility to it. Zach, you really believe that it's going to be R-rated, right?
I'm not willing to bet money, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just because, and the reason I say this is because Joker made $1 billion. Joker, and I get Joker was a very smaller movie, all that such stuff, but Suicide Squad's like a $200 million film. That's a rated R. Suicide Squad's gonna be rated R. Birds of Prey, smaller budget movie, rated R. I fully believe if the virus wasn't hitting all around the world, that film would have probably made $400-500 million, to be completely honest. Maybe even more than that. Because there is, I know, Ren, you weren't a big fan of it, but I know that there is a huge fan base for Birds of Prey, and I really love it. I love Birds of Prey. I'm actually surprised how much my family liked Birds of Prey. Wow. So it's actually a top 3 DC EU films for me. Wow. I love it. I've seen it. Actually, wait, no. It's top 5. I'll say this is above Wonder Woman.
Ooh.
My number 1's Man of Steel. 2, I want to say Batman v Superman Ultimate Edition. Man,
yesterday I showed my parents the second best DCU movie.
What was that? Aquaman. Dude, that movie's so fucking good. I love that movie. I like the whole DCU besides Suicide Squad. I literally like them all.
Besides Suicide Squad and Birds of Prey, me too, on different levels, of course. Most of the films, like, nothing touches Man of Steel, nothing even reaches its grasp. But on different levels, I like all of them.
That's the best Superman film ever.
Amen to that, brother. Okay, Zach, this is for you. Jacob asks, when do people start hating on Toy Story 4?
Right when the film was announced. Am I wrong, though?
I don't know. Like, I was open to it because I trust Pixar.
No, but I feel like everyone's so pissed. Like, and then when Woody
but they
left,
always are. But they
let
always
me tell
are.
you right now, if you're pissed that Woody left, fuck you.
Oh, okay, thanks. It was the wrong decision, though.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
you
it was.
Never know. No.
Yes.
Fucking defend this for the rest of my life, man.
And I will fucking attack it for the rest of my life.
Look at this. All right. Woody, big guy. You know, he's been with his fucking family for so long. He's gone through such a trajectory. He's just lived his life. He left, though, because he wasn't full yet. He wasn't home yet. Bonnie's a bitch and just fucking threw him to the side and was like some trash-ass Woody doll. I love you, Woody. I know you're up there on my shelf. Everyone wants to see him. He's up there. Had that damn thing since I was like 2. Let me tell you guys, Woody leaving broke my heart. I didn't want him to leave, but I understood why he needed to leave, because he was in love with Bo Peep.
Because sometimes he is writing on the screenplay.
No, because Andrew Stanton. No, it's because you don't like fucking Finding Nemo. That's why.
I love Finding Nemo.
No, you're a fucking liar. You told me you don't like Finding Nemo. You just didn't want to get shit on.
No, I didn't.
You do not like Finding Nemo.
No,
you do not like Finding Nemo.
That's not true, my friend.
You do not like Finding. Ren hates Finding Nemo, and he likes Hitler. How do you guys feel about that?
I don't hate Finding Nemo. I love it. I love Finding Nemo. I just think it's overrated.
Then how the fuck do you love it?
Because those are not mutually exclusive.
I don't give a fuck. Just
Me neither.
Change the question. I'm done.
All right. Jacob PS, do you guys still buy Blu-rays even if that movie is on a streaming service? Yes. I mean, if I like it enough, yes.
I'll buy a movie if I don't like it.
Really? I mean...
Sorry. I'll buy a movie even if I've never seen it.
Oh, yeah, I do like buy the
movie came out already.
What?
The Deathstroke movie that we were talking about already came out. Yeah. The animated one. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've seen it on digital, but I've seen it.
Is it good?
It's fine. Yeah, it's a fun adventure.
So it's not worth $20.
No.
Okay. I almost bought it for 20 yesterday. I got all the Bill and Ted yesterday, though. Bill and Ted 1 and 2 for, I think, $7? $6?
Wow.
Yeah.
What if Matthew Vaughn comes back for the MCU? For the MCU X-Men movies? What did you think of that, Zach?
It won't happen because he doesn't like him, because he was supposed to do Force Awakens. If anyone remembers that.
Wow. Yeah. I don't see it either. Yeah, not happening. Because Matthew Vaughn, I hate using this word, but he's too edgy for Marvel. Not
he
that
really
that's
is edgy.
yeah.
No, but he is fucking edgy.
Not that that's a blow to Marvel. Because you guys know I love Marvel, especially the MCU. But yeah, I don't see it happening. Unfortunately, I would love it, but I don't see it happening. FML, fuck my life. No, fuck Mary Kill. Thor, Captain America, and Star-Lord. Fuck Thor because I get to become a god by proxy. No, marry Thor because I get to become a god by proxy. Fuck America's ass and kill Star-Lord.
Ooh, I don't want to answer this.
Okay. SBC Bird asks, what are your thoughts on the 2007 King Kong? I think I'm assuming it's the Peter Jackson one from 2005. I really like that movie.
What do you think I'm going to say?
I think you're going to say you like it, but you don't really. You love it. Oh, damn it. That was my second choice.
I actually think it's, besides The Lord of the Rings, that would be Peter Jackson's best film.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I would agree.
Like, I would go as far to say that, like, that film, like, I think it's very misunderstood.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we had another jump. I am sorry, guys.
I see the next question. It's movies, games, beyond.
All right. Oh, it's here. How or who do we contact to get screenings or showings before they get released so you can review movies too? Thanks and keep up the great work, both of you. First of all, thank you. Second of all, Zach, do you want to take this one?
Yes. So he actually messaged, so he messaged me this morning asking about this very question. Well, yesterday I got asked that same question by fucking 4 people. Wow. So this is now the podcast I'm going to send to everyone at 1 hour and 6 minutes. I'm going to send this to every single person that ever asked me the same question again, because it's not that I'm tired. It's not that I'm tired of answering it. Well, I kind of am. So let me straight off come off and say this. This might be a little bit of a rant. Sorry. Let me come out and say this, guys. Do your research. That's the biggest thing. Literally I proved this over the last few weeks. I've said I'm not going to go through my normal press contacts because in Arizona, I'm pressed for certain studios through different reps. So it's a little bit different. So like my reps out here for Netflix and A24 are completely different than who Ren would be. Or even if you look at Griffin Schiller for Film Speak, different for him. Everyone, there's different reps for each area. But networking enough, sometimes you can get someone the right one, or sometimes someone does handle the same one, like Ren for Peninsula. Was it the same girl?
It was the same girl. It was.
Yeah.
She just sent me the link and I watched. Like, I got scared because I told you I got it, and then I opened it up on Safari, which is the browser I use for my emails, for both my emails, my personal and my professional one. And I opened it and I pressed play and it wasn't working. I'm like, oh fuck, is it because it's from the United States and it doesn't work here? And I was like, no, that doesn't make sense in this scenario. So then I copied the link, I put it on Chrome, and on Chrome it worked. Okay. Thank fuck.
Okay. But like The Boys, yours is completely different than mine.
Yes, right? but I can say this from the little knowledge that I have. I got a contact, I sent it from Amazon US, and they redirected me to the people that handles Amazon UK. Okay. So even if you send it to a studio or representative or something like that, most likely if they handle with the company itself and not specifically that movie, they will redirect you to the right person. Even with The Boys,
and you'll never
done that for me.
There's times where you won't get a reply. I mean, that's just
for
like,
sure.
There are many times where I've sent an email, no reply. A lot of it's following up. If you don't get a reply following up, and then literally they'll probably message you that same day, or they still won't. But so one film that I tried this on was The Tax Collector. I knew people who had email links for this, but I wanted to try and do it this way. So what I did was I did my research. What studio is handling this? Went to the studio's page on the website and emailed them. Just sent an email, like one of those contacts saying, hey, this is me. This is what I do. These are my sometimes I send analytics, sometimes I don't. Because some people are asking, do you need to send data? Sometimes they will ask for data. Sometimes they will ask. They'll ask who you write for, stuff like this. So you do obviously need to look professional in whatever you send. You need to look, and I feel Ren is very professional with the little baby Yoda and just everything he does and the way he talks. That gets you a little, I do think people look at that. Had some conversations. They asked me what I was planning with doing the tax collector. I said I'm doing a movie review. I'm planning this, and that possibly. They sent it over. Let's see. An American Pickle, same fucking thing. HBO Max. Spudnik, I'm already on IFC, but that one's a little bit different. Spree, I saw at Sundance, so that doesn't really count. Cutthroat City, the same studio handling Peninsula, handling Cutthroat City. I actually emailed them for Peninsula. They put me on the press for Peninsula and then asked me if there's any other films I would like to watch. And I said, Cutthroat City. So then they sent me over Cutthroat City. Disney Plus One and Only Ivan. That one was a little bit more fucking harder to get, just because I already had stuff with Disney. So that one I actually didn't. I still had to fucking find the emails and network and stuff like that. And that took me like a week and a half to 2 weeks. It's perseverance. Netflix is a little bit different because that's all from Arizona. I handle a lot of the Netflix through one person through Arizona. But it's literally just like looking it up, doing the research, and networking. Now, getting into early screeners are a little bit harder right now, especially with the bigger studios, because the biggest thing is they're not doing advanced screenings that much for in person. I can't recommend enough. I don't know where you live Movies Games Beyond, but I know in the United States there's a website called advancedscreenings.com. You go there, you type in your zip code, it will come up with areas that are hosting theater screenings. Again, I don't know when that's going to happen again. I'd probably imagine not for a while. But when they were doing, that's how I started. I would do that. I got tickets to Batman v Superman. I got tickets to Baby Driver. I got tickets to Alien Covenant, tons of that stuff. And you do have to wait in a fucking line, though. Like, I mean, you should plan to get there 3 to 4 or 5 hours ahead of time, maybe even sometimes sooner than that. Like Spider-Man Homecoming, I won tickets to go see that. I got in line 10 hours beforehand to see that film early, and it was 100% worth it. But going to those screenings, there's always reps. You can network, talk to them, and then just traveling and putting your own money. I mean, Ren, how many times have you gone to a film festival and met people through there?
Well, I've gone to I've gone to 2 editions of the London Film Festival. The first year, it was a very rushed year, my first experience in a big festival. So I didn't meet anyone because I got to the screenings, I went home to do the review, and I lived very, very far away from the central part of London. So that year I didn't meet many people. I met someone who I already knew before, and I got it to the red carpet. But this last year I met Meg, who works at Cinemania. I met Ben Rolfe, who does reviews for Discussing Film.
He's awesome.
I met Ben from Filmbusters as well, and I think that's it. I mean, apart from celebrities, I think that's it.
Okay. So for me, I've been to South by, Sundance, and a couple others in Arizona. South by opened up a fucking ton of doors for me. Did I say South by? Whatever. Both of them opened up a couple doors for me. A lot of them really opened up different avenues for me. The other biggest thing about this, though, I will also throw in, though, is this one in particular thing. San Diego Comic-Con. I can't thank enough. That's actually how I got into Amazon. That's how I got some HBO stuff, Netflix. And literally, it was just because when you go to San Diego Comic-Con, or I think almost any Comic-Con, there's always people sending you emails. Like, I get fucking tons of random emails. And if it's something I'm interested in, I just take that email and I email back, hey, you doing screeners for this? Like Dark Crystal. I got one for Dark Crystal.
Nice.
That was my first Netflix screener ever. And they showed the first episode of Comic-Con. I went and found the rep. I said, hey, we've talked over email a couple times. I want to review this. What is the embargo? And she said, oh, well, when it gets to this and this week, feel free to send me an email. I'll send you the rest of the season. Okay. Same thing with The Witcher. And that's how it starts. So I know this is kind of like a long-winded question, but a lot of people ask me that, and that's really what I can say is just networking. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about seeing stuff early. Half the time I will say this, like there are a lot of things I don't see early. I stay up till midnight and watch them. Does it fucking kill me in the morning? Absolutely. But it's consistently getting, like, learning the schedule of movies, learning what times shows and shit go up early, learning what times people put movies up, and it's stuff like that, and the dedication to it. I do not have a lot of free time. That's 100% the truth. Like, I do not have a lot of free time. But my free time that I do have, I decide to invest that back into this. Like last night, I had 2 hours before I probably needed to go to sleep because I'm fucking tired. And I sat there investing my time into getting certain screeners. I don't want to say because I don't want to jinx them, but to getting certain screeners. I don't know if they're going to go anywhere, to be honest. I have no idea. But I was investing my time into that. So just keep pushing, networking, email people. You will get tons of times where you don't get a reply. Like, if I had more time, I would definitely put more of that time and effort towards getting free Blu-rays, because I know people who did that, where they just went to the studio pages, emailed them, like literally just kept emailing them until they finally just started sending them. I know.
Yeah, I need to try that one too. I want to get to the level where I get goodies. By the way, I have somewhat the same experience that I get specific links sent to me by the BFI, and I get review opportunities, I get interview opportunities. They're just never something that interests me because there's something I know my audience will never watch. Like today, I got sent a review opportunity for the movie starring Johnny Depp, Mark Rylance, and Robert Pattinson called Waiting for the Barbarians.
Oh, you got that?
I got
Is it
that.
out yet?
I don't think so. It's coming in the UK. It's coming out on September 4th. Like, I have it. I have a review opportunity, and I look through the email. I'm like, is there an interview opportunity? And there wasn't, unfortunately. I can't interview Robert Pattinson or Mark Rylance.
After this, can you hook that up? I kind of want to see that.
I think so, because that might be specific for the UK. But again, if I sent you this specific email, she might redirect you. Maybe it's out over there already.
I'm looking it up right now.
But again,
it already out here.
From my little experience, network with people on YouTube, like Zach helps me out. I never asked him for anything because I think just there's a level of abuse. Like from the moment I would ask him, even if I was just being honest, I was generally just asking for help. There might be reasonably so a part of him that thinks, oh, this guy's just taking advantage. So I never asked him. So he suggests to me, and I say, yes, if you can get that, I'd be super thankful. And seriously, I can't thank him enough for the help he's given me so far. And I think he does, and I know he does that out of the kindness of his heart. He has no obligation to help me at all.
And also let me say this, guys. I don't want people to start messaging me asking me for stuff. Me and Ren are like a partnership here. Like, I want us to discuss this shit on the show. So that's a big point of it as well. Mm-hmm. So, and plus I believe in him. I think he should already be fucking getting this shit. But, he's also fucking going to be the next Dune director. So,
Treasure Planet, everybody. I'm directing the live action Treasure Planet for Disney. That's the big announcement at the end of this video. I'm breaking it early. It's not true, by the way, but that's my dream job. All right, moving on. Deep into film score. Do you want to answer this one, Zach? Because it's with characters. FMK, Karen Page, Trish Walker. Who's Rachel? Is that the Chip's wife?
I don't know who the fuck Rachel is. I don't know who Trish is.
Trish Walker is the friend of Jessica Jones.
Who's that?
Hellcat.
Oh.
The blonde podcast woman.
How about I just kill them all?
I'm gonna fuck Karen Page. The others can die. I don't remember who Rachel is. Deep into the film score asks, thoughts on each last season? Season 1 and 2 are fucking awesome. Like, near perfect. Season 3 is really good. I love the twist. It has the best score by Blake Neely. Blake Neely is an underrated composer. Season 4 is ass. Season 5 is really good. Like on the level of seasons 1 and 2. And season 6 was okay. And of course, they had issues finishing it, unfortunately.
I stopped after the guy in the wheelchair.
Try and go back and watch season 5 because it's a season right after that. It's really good.
I need to finish.
You don't have to. You don't have to. No, go to season 5. Like, I'll say, watch the finale. Watch the finale of season 5.
Because I've seen that his daughter comes in the play.
Yes.
Okay, I've seen that.
Okay, then watch season 5.
It's so bad.
It is, but season 5 is really good.
Like as good as 1 and 2, because 1 and 2 were, perfect.
Yeah, I don't think it's. Did you like season 3?
Which one was 3?
It's the one with Savitar and Tom Felton as I don't remember the character.
I didn't hate it.
Okay.
I didn't love it, but I liked it. Season
Season 5 is not quite on the level of seasons 1 and 2, but it's above season 3. It's near seasons 1 and 2. Reverse Flash is back on season 5. That's my selling point.
Okay, you sold me.
Scott Cluna says, what is James Gunn's most underrated film you'd highly recommend? I think Super was so ahead of its time, just like Kick-Ass was, even though they're not essentially the same film. What for you? I'd say Slither. I'm not the biggest fan of Slither, but I get Slither. I'm not a fan of Super at all, to be honest.
My grandma's friend worked on that film.
Really?
That's actually how I got introduced to James Gunn.
Oh, nice.
We found out that a guy that she knew was working on Super. And I said, okay. He actually did a lot of the music and sound designs and stuff.
Oh, nice.
So I like Super. Don't love it.
All right.
I've never seen Slither, though. And it's actually the one that I need to watch. But most underappreciated, what else he's done? He's done Super. He's done Slither. Guardians.
He's done a few trauma films that I refuse to watch. I
feel like.
What else?
He made one other film. He made another film.
He did. Well, he didn't direct Brightburn, so that's out of the equation.
I wouldn't put that as underappreciated. Scooby-Doo he wrote. I'd give him.
Oh yeah, he wrote.
He's only directed a couple.
He directed one of the segments for movie 43.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
I'll just say Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
I agree. You know what? I agree with that. All right. Let's go to, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Egosa Ozula. Hello. Have you guys heard of foreign films like Seven Samurai, along with Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? Of course, Akira Kurosawa is my jam. And Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon was Ang Lee. Akira Kurosawa is one of my favorite directors of all time. How about you, Zach?
Love them all.
All righty.
I've never, but it's funny, any of these other directors, like besides Ang Lee, I haven't seen their other films.
Oh, okay. For Akira Kurosawa, go with, you've seen Seven Samurai, so I'm going to recommend you Rashomon. And
I've heard of that one.
Rashomon, you'll see a lot of what Last Jedi got its structure from.
Okay.
And Hidden Fortress. Hidden Fortress is insane, especially for the time it came out. What's your favorite non-Endgame theater experience? Ooh, this is a good one. I like this one. Zach, I'm going to let you start.
What's your favorite non-Endgame theater experience? Does he mean... Well, I already said Force Awakens, so I think we should just take out in general any of the big films like Star Wars, Avengers. Does Jurassic World count? Because that was really cool.
I guess it counts.
You know what? I'll say this. I saw Hunger Games in a cool theater, one of those 40 boxes where the seats moved
nice.
I don't like that movie personally. I'm a big fan of the books, and I was really disappointed by that first movie. But the seat moving on the train, it really interacted you. And then when she pulls back her bow, the seat pulls back a bit and then shoots forward. It's fucking cool. Going off of that though, Fast 7 or Furious 7, really awesome theater experience. Packed theater. I mean, I probably haven't seen a theater this packed, like other than Avengers and stuff. People were crying. It was great. It was an awesome experience.
For me, I have two. I went to this little theater in London, in Leicester Square. If anyone's from London or knows Leicester Square, you'll get a kick out of this, called the Prince Charles Theatre. They don't play any new movies. They play older movies. They make special screenings. They make marathons. They do double features, triple features. I went to a sing-along screening of The Greatest Showman. It was one of my favorite experiences ever. The energy was off the rocket. I also went there once to see Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark playing in 70 millimeter. It was chills watching that, chills. My other one was attending the Bohemian Rhapsody world premiere in London and seeing the cast and Queen themselves walk past me. And that was where I met Edgar Wright because he was sitting behind me. Edgar Wright was sitting behind me. I had a better seat than Edgar Wright. And I'll always remember that.
I hate you.
Gico PS, thoughts on people saying Force Awakens is called being a rehash of A New Hope? It's not. It's a rhyme.
I have a thing to go against that. Go watch
Okay.
Chris Stuckman's spoiler review, analytic review on Force Awakens. It literally will just go against A New Hope in every single way.
I will put it to you in layman's term. Aesthetically, it's very similar. The character and dramatic and story beats in that film completely different. Not similar whatsoever. That's what I have to say.
Yes.
Scott Luna asks, Scott, you've been sending me messages on Instagram. I know what it is about. I can't do it. I can't answer you right now. I'm doing the show. Okay? Love you, buddy. Given that this secret DC panel will be for Henry Cavill confirmed for returning as Soups, we don't know that, but I do hope you're right.
It's not there anymore, though.
If it isn't, what would you expect or hope it is? I can see it being anything less. But what if... Dude, I hope you're right. Yesterday, let's talk about this. There was
It's Green Lantern. It's going to be Green Lantern.
But Green Lantern is going to be a TV show. They're not going to do this for the TV show. Yesterday, there was a link that had this painting, I guess I'll call it, with Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and who was the third one? Was it Catwoman? Catwoman. I find it weird because I don't think they're putting Catwoman played by...
Sirens.
Zoe Kravitz, and then have another Catwoman, but that suggests Gotham City Sirens, which I don't hate it, but I'm indifferent to it. Completely indifferent to it.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with you.
All right. Name GKBPS. Name one thing that you don't like about Man of Steel, and don't say it at the too short. Son of a bitch.
I'll be honest. The first time I watched, I think it's a little too slow.
Okay.
It's a little too slow.
I will say I don't think Superman and Lois have the best chemistry.
Okay. Fair enough.
Jordan Morgan says Ren is criminally underrated. Thank you very much. I feel humbled for you saying that. Movies, games beyond is from the UK, so we might meet each other someday. Deep into Film Score asks, Ren, do you watch Andres Navy? He's Mexican and met every MCU actor. He also says Ezra is better than Gustin. Never heard of him up until now. He's lucky to have met every MCU actor, and I respect his opinion, even though I don't agree. I respect his opinion. Sorry, there was a jump.
I say we take 5 more really good questions.
5 more really good questions.
Someone has to go to the bathroom.
Maybe 2 people have to go to the bathroom. All right, let's take this one and then those 5 more, because I think this one is really interesting. I have been doing movie reviews since 2013 on YouTube. How long have you both been doing it? Also want to be a director too. Well, keep chasing your dream, and I support you in your dream, Jacob. Zach, when did you start? Like
2015. 2015. Then stopped and then went back again in end of 2016.
What was your first video in 2015?
My first review was Inside Out.
That
was the first movie I ever talked about. And yep.
And what about the first video when you came back?
Central Intelligence and Finding Dory triple feature.
Oh yeah. I start like the channel itself, my channel itself, it exists like since 2013, 14, but I didn't do anything with it. I also had previous channels before that I will keep in secrecy for reasons that I will not disclose now. I started in 2016. My first video was in January 16th, something like that, 15th, 16th. My first video was top 10 movies of 2015. Spoilers, number 1 was The Force Awakens.
Yep.
My second video, my first proper movie review, was for the movie starring Saoirse Ronan, Brooklyn. That was also in January 17, 18, something like that. And I remember that because it was the day that Alan Rickman died, or at least the day that the news came out. I was having lunch right before the movie, and the news came out that he had passed away, unfortunately.
That's sad.
All right. Can someone tell me where 23 Jump Street is? Feel like that should have been made by now. I agree, but it's
never going to happen.
Never going to happen.
Sadly not.
All right,
maybe
everyone.
We'll get a reboot one day.
I can't connect to the Wi-Fi network.
Google, stop it.
The connection settings in the Google Home app.
Okay, Google, stop.
I can't connect to the Wi-Fi network. You might want to check the connection settings.
Everyone, throw us your most interesting out there question. Let's get to those. Let's search for most interesting
Let's
question.
search for the man, the myth, the legend, himself, Bob Ross.
We're taking five more questions.
But they got to be good questions, or we're gonna fucking cut it short.
Yeah.
Call me a liar, call me Spanky, I'll call you whatever.
All right. Let's go with those.
Cunt.
Send us your most out there question, your most fucked up question. Okay, that's probably not a good request.
No, don't say that.
Send us your most original question, guys. We want to end the show on a high note.
Please.
Let's go. Let's do this. Oh, in the meanwhile, while we wait for your questions, the big announcement, everyone. The big announcement. And I'm going to put Zach on the spot. I am starting a new show. I don't want to call it a proper podcast because it's not going to be an audio-only version, I think. But it will be very different from the Geeks of the Roundtable. I plan on having Zach Pope as my first guest.
Okay.
I am starting an interview-type show where I don't interview celebrities. Well, maybe one day if I get big. But I want to know how my fellow movie reviewers started their channel, started their love for movies. And the show will be called Origin Story.
That's fucking
there you
awesome.
go.
That is so cool.
There you go.
Did you make that logo or did Bruna?
No, Bruna did. Bruna does all my logos. So go follow Bruna. I told her that she should be watching today's show. Send her the best because
she only watches when Kristen watches.
Yeah. Exactly. She does the logo and that she doesn't give a shit. But yesterday she broke her wrist. So go wish her all the best. I told her to stop roller skating, but that's it. New show coming in the near future.
I love it.
And Zach will be my first guest interview type show. I want to know how my PR
every week. Yes, I'm the only guest.
Every week.
I'm the only guest allowed on this show. Just so everyone knows.
Let's put it up once again. I'm getting messages that people missed it, so let's put it up. Where is it? And while I put it up, Zach, why don't you be the first to answer this one? Jacob Hubert asks, worst theater experience?
Not my rant one. That's the only one I've really had. I haven't had I've had one time I was watching Valerian and this lady and her husband or whatever started fucking behind me and a couple rows behind. So that kind of ruined the experience. But that's really it. I haven't had really bad ones besides that Annabelle one where I had to make a video about how terrible it was.
All right.
What about you?
I don't think I have an absolutely horrible one. I've had theater experiences that someone was talking or something, someone was making noise, but never something that problems emerged. That since I don't have one, I'll give you this one. I think so. It would be around 2018. So I was around 15 years old, and this was, I think you and I have talked about this, Zach. I was 15, and I had my jump in height as I was growing up, and I was still the tallest out of my friends. So I went with 4 or 5 friends to see Hancock, and we got there pretty early, before the trailers, before the commercials even. We got to our seats, and we were talking normally because nothing was going on. The lights were still up, and there was a guy sitting directly behind us, and and we were talking because nothing was happening, and he was like, "Are you guys going to shut up?" And I got up and I looked him dead in the eye and I said, "Is something on the fucking screen? It isn't, right? Then shut up." And I sat back down and they didn't say anything. He didn't move.
I love it. I fucking love it.
All right, everyone, let's go to the final questions. First, Scott Clune asks, what director who also writes a lot of other films do you feel is better writer than director? Well, I say this all the time. I'll say it again. Tarantino. And I love him as a director, but he's a better writer.
I agree.
I will say this. I think Nolan is a better director than he is a writer, even though I have no flaws with his writing either.
I agree.
All right. Movies, Games, Beyond asks, if you could remake a movie but replace the main actor, what would it be and with who? We
Good
make
question.
a movie. The movie itself remains the same. I'm just replacing the main actor. Ooh, that's a good question. Ooh, I'm looking at my movies right now. I'll show you guys my movies. There we go. There they are. Who would
I would do Paddington, but instead of Paddington, I'd do a panda bear.
Okay. I would. You know what? I don't even have an actor in mind, but I would replace Hayden Christensen in the prequels.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Who is the first guest aside from Zach? Zach will be the only first guest. I will only have one guest per show. I will be the only host. And yeah, that's it. This will be a show that I do alone. I want to do it alone. Geeks of the Roundtable will not stop. However, this new show, even though it's not starting right away, it's going to be a while because this is just the principal idea. I still want to think about the structure and all that. But this will be a show I host on my own. And again, it will have no interference on Geeks of the Roundtable whatsoever. I just want Zach, who helped me create this and helps me out a lot in general, and is probably the best friend I've made here on this platform, to be my first guest because I just want to know more about him.
Hell yeah. I love the idea.
Thank you very much, my friend. All right, everyone. Those are all the questions for today. Those are all the news. We will be back next week, probably on Thursday or Friday. And if we come back on those days, I will already have seen Tenet. By that day.
Well, guess what I would have seen already? Guess what I
Nothing.
would have already seen?
Nothing.
Fucking nothing.
Nothing.
Fucking nothing.
You have seen The Boys. You have seen the entire season 2 of
I
The
don't
Boys.
give a fuck. I would rather see Tenet.
Well, I want to see season 2 of The Boys, okay? I've only seen the first 3 episodes. Why are we different, UK? Why? I know you're watching Amazon UK. Why are we different? We have the same dates. All right, Zach, let the people know what you have coming up and where they can find you.
Well, I'll be sitting at home crying all next week and the week after that because Arizona fucking sucks. So you want to watch me cry? I'm going to live stream myself the day Tenet comes out. Just me on the floor in a fetal position just crying. So if you want to watch that, there you go.
All right. You guys can find me anywhere at Ren Geekness, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and Twitter. All those links are in the description. Remember, we are also on iTunes and Spotify. All the episodes are in those platforms as well. If you just want to listen to us while you go to the gym or go for a walk or go shopping or whatever, wear your masks, everyone. And stay tuned for my reviews for Tenet next week. Also tomorrow, the one and only Ivan and many others. And thank you.
Happy anniversary to Spider-Man almost getting out of the MCU. That happened today.
Woo-hoo! Yeah,
Yay.
I went for my first time to Dwayne Miller's Cinemania World when that happened.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, everyone, for the questions and for your kind words about the reveal.
Thank you.
I feel very excited, and I hope
I'm excited.
we get to that soon. Zach, thank you for being excited for that as well. And thank you, everyone, for watching. Remember, until